For nearly 2 decades, Serena Williams was more than a tennis champion, she was an unstoppable cultural force. Her powerful serve, explosive footwork, and unmatched mental toughness created a legacy that redefined what dominance in women's sports could look like. So even now, years after she stepped away from the professional circuit, one question continues to follow her everywhere she goes: will Serena Williams ever return to tennis? This week, the 23-time Grand Slam champion finally addressed the speculation again, clearly, directly, and with her signature mix of humor and authority. And once she said her piece, fans realized that the question of a comeback is far more complicated than they imagined. The rumors that just won't quit. Ever since Serena announced her plan to evolve away from tennis in 2022, the sports world has refused to accept that one of the most iconic athletes of all time might actually be retired. Every time she posts a workout video, shows up courtside, or even casually mentions the game in an interview, the internet goes into a frenzy. The rumors hit a new peak recently when Serena shared a clip of herself practicing on the court, a simple, effortless swing that reminded fans of everything they had missed. Major outlets jumped in, social media lit up with theories, and hashtags like #SerenaComeback, #Serena2025, and #GOATReturns trended worldwide. But as it turns out, Serena has been watching the chaos unfold with a wink. Serena's direct response: "Let me be extremely clear." In a candid conversation during a public appearance this week, Serena faced the comeback question head-on. "I'm not coming back to the tour," she said with finality. Then she laughed and added, "But I love that people still think I might." She explained that while she still loves tennis deeply, she has entered a different season of life, one filled with business ventures, philanthropy, motherhood, and newfound creative freedom. According to Serena, being retired doesn't mean she's gone, it just means she's choosing to write a new chapter. Still, she admitted that the ongoing speculation is flattering. "I guess I left a pretty big impression," she joked, acknowledging how surreal it feels that fans still hope for an epic return. Why the rumors persist? The Serena effect. If any athlete could return after retirement and compete at the highest level, it would probably be Serena Williams. That idea alone fuels fan fantasies. A few reasons the speculation never dies. 1. She's still in incredible shape. Serena works out harder in retirement than most athletes do in season. Her social media shows her lifting heavy, sprinting, boxing, and sweating through brutally intense sessions. Fans can't help but think, who trains like this if they're done? 2. She never had the farewell everyone expected. Serena didn't get the dramatic, trophy raised toward the sky goodbye tour many envisioned. Instead, she simply played the US Open, fought like a warrior through her final matches, and walked off to roaring cheers without saying the words, "I retire." Some fans believe a proper ending still awaits. 3. She's the ultimate competitor. Serena's fire, spirit, and hunger for excellence were unmatched. To the world, that level of competitiveness doesn't just turn off like a light switch. 4. The WTA landscape has shifted. New stars have risen, rivalries have changed, and the game has evolved. Fans are curious how Serena would match up against today's top players, especially with the recent surge of powerful, aggressive young talents. The fantasy matchups alone keep hopes alive. Serena's real focus now. Even though she won't be returning to professional tennis, Serena made it clear she's far from slowing down. Her schedule is more packed and more diverse than ever. 1. Motherhood above everything. Serena has admitted that retiring allowed her to spend more time with her children, Olympia and Adira. She said, "I didn't want to miss the moments. I wanted to be there for the things tennis kept me away from." 2. Venture capital and business empire. Her investment firm, Serena Ventures, has become one of the most influential women-led firms in the country. She's focusing on startups, founders of color, female-led companies, and disruptive innovators. 3. Fashion and design. From S by Serena to her involvement in multiple lifestyle brands, Serena continues to flex her creative muscles in the worlds of fashion and design. 4. Entertainment and production. Serena has increasingly stepped into Hollywood, working on documentaries, creative projects, and collaborations that celebrate Black excellence and women's empowerment. 5. Writing and advocacy. Her voice carries enormous weight, and she's using it to champion causes close to her heart: equal pay, maternal health, and representation in sports and business. So, could a return ever happen? Here's where Serena gets a little more playful. When asked directly if the door was completely closed, she didn't give a simple yes or no. Instead, she smirked and said, Life is long. Fans immediately clung to those 3 words like a lifeline. Does it mean she's planning something? Probably not. Does it mean she'll lace up for the 2026 US Open or join doubles for fun? Also unlikely, but not impossible. Serena seems aware that the myth of a comeback is part of her legend now. And she enjoys the suspense, even if she isn't returning. The legacy that makes people hope. Serena Williams' impact isn't limited to trophies or records, though she has more of those than most athletes could dream of. Her influence is emotional, cultural, and generational. She changed the game. She brought unparalleled power and aggression to women's tennis. She redefined what greatness looks like. She made being strong, loud, bold, and unapologetic a form of beauty. She inspired a new era. Countless young players, Coco Gauff, Naomi Osaka, Leylah Fernandez, and others, have openly said they play because Serena showed them it was possible. She broadened representation. She broke barriers for Black athletes and women in sports, opening doors that were once locked shut. She built a legacy that extends beyond tennis. Today, Serena is a global icon. A brand, a leader, a force. This is why the world struggles to accept her retirement. Serena doesn't feel done. Not in life, not in spirit, not in power. What Serena wants fans to know. More than anything, Serena wants fans to understand that she isn't leaving them, she's evolving. In her own words, "I've given everything I had to tennis. Now I'm giving everything I have to life." It's not a goodbye, it's a shift. A continuation, a new beginning. The final word, for now. Serena Williams has spoken. A professional tennis comeback is not in the cards. But she remains connected to the sport, to fans, and to the world she helped transform. She may not be holding trophies anymore, but she's still gold in every other way, a powerhouse who continues to challenge norms and rebuild the limits of possibility. Will she ever return? Not likely. Will fans stop asking? Absolutely not. And Serena, smiling, unbothered, forever iconic, seems perfectly okay with that.